Hi, beautiful you. What a journey. I have now arrived to my daughter's apartment in the north of Sweden, Luleå. And I'm sitting here with my warm cacao in the evening. And in the north of Sweden, at this time of year, it's really light. It doesn't really get dark. So even though it's almost 8:30 this evening now, it feels like in the afternoon. And I just finished our weekly call with our queens in one of my programs, Queenly Mindset. And I shared my win with the others, which is that I'm so thankful by just being here and how I have been responding to myself, because I actually caught some kind of flu during the last week of driving, and so I haven't felt the best physically, but how do we meet ourselves and how do we take care of ourselves? That's something I reflected on now, because my old me, when I was a workaholic, which I was for many years, I was just working, pushing, and there were no room for relaxation and taking care of myself. It was just taking a tablet or medicine pill. Alvedon, we say in Swedish, I don't know what, an aspirin maybe we say in English, to be able to get up and work. And now I don't do that anymore. I allow myself to stop and to give my body rest. And that is such a difference in how I used to take care of myself, rather not take care of myself. And because our body just wants to tell us something when you don't feel 100% right. But are you there listening? So yeah, that's why I'm sitting here now. I showed up to this meeting tonight with all these beautiful queens, and we had a beautiful call with a lot of interesting sharing. And I allowed myself to just be me, without being shameful and feeling guilt for not being 100% energetically. I think you know what I mean. Can we just allow ourselves that sometimes we need to just be? We still can show up, but we do it in our way. And I'm so privileged that I can work online, so I don't need to get out there and meet people. I can do my work from my screen. So that's another thing to really be grateful for. And to be here in my daughter's cozy apartment and having access to all this water and a shower and washing machine. There is so much to be grateful for. So I just wanted to pop in here in pure love and gratitude, because that's the feeling I am, that's the vibration I'm in now after meeting these queens. And in many ways it was a wonderful call, because again, all these shares from beautiful, brave women who still are stuck in this pattern of not feeling enough, feeling not good enough, and full of guilt and shame and letting other people's opinions guide them in their daily life. It's we really need to do this work. We really need to help each other to wake up and understand that there is another way of living life, another way of thinking, because what you choose to think becomes your reality. And the sooner you accept that as your truth and make up your mind to change it, the quicker your life can actually change for the better. And as we also spoke about, that there is nothing wrong with you, I think most of us, we've been in that trap of feeling something is wrong with me because my life doesn't work. I try so hard, I work so hard, I do all these things, I read all these books, but still I am stuck wherever that is. And we get this deep feeling of something is wrong with me. There is nothing wrong with you, Queen. It's just an old pattern, an old belief that you have inherited from the past. People has told you things. They have criticized you for the way you've been and for how you act and look and whatever it is they criticize you for. And this has been going on for so long, so you have probably just accepted it as something, a part of your life. But you don't have to accept it. You can say, no. That might be your opinion. Whoever have opinions about your life and your way of living your life, your choices, you want to look upon their life, not with in a judgmental way, but you want to ask yourself, is this person living the life that I want to live? Is she truly happy? Or is he truly happy? You see, the people who often are miserable and feeling ill or stuck or trapped or just are in this cycle of frustration or maybe whatever they go through, they don't want to be alone there. So they want to drag you down to where they are. Because it's easier to criticize someone else and pollute someone else's life than to step in and look yourself in the mirror. That can be too hurtful, painful. So we want to be I lost the word. Restrictive? Is that the word I'm looking for? You want to choose who you're listening to. Because we become energetically as the 5 people we have around us. You don't want to be in that energy, and you can choose. It doesn't matter if it is your mom or your sister or your best friend or your colleague at work. You need to show up for you and set your boundaries. And when they start with their negativity, their toxic thinking, opinions, you need to say, I don't want to listen to this. That's your job. And if you don't do it, nothing will change. That's where it all starts. And yes, it can feel scary because you will lose some friends. But if we do it from a place of love and respect, and that's what I've been learning especially last year, I was really practicing on setting boundaries in a nice way. I'm still practicing. And because we're human, right? I don't want to react towards people. I just want to respond in love. Yeah. And you can do that too. You deserve to set healthy boundaries. That's your job. And you can start today. I believe in you. And I love you.